Foodie's pretty sick right now with typical cold and flu-like symptoms. She's currently on day 2 or 3 of not feeling well, and she doesn't seem to be taking it all that seriously. In this video, we'll talk about how she got here, what she should look out for, and why this may be more serious than she thinks. In my opinion, it all started a few days ago when she tried to go dumpster diving but made some pretty big mistakes.
What's in here? Cardboard only? Ew! I'm not that desperate. Freaking disgusting, actually. I have the heebie-jeebies more than ever.
So mistake number 1 was poking around in dirty dumpsters without any sort of gloves or protective equipment. Mistake number 2 is not having any hand sanitizer in the car. When it comes down to it, Foodie is like the poster child for bad decision making. She went dumpster diving for content, failed, so really bad content. On top of that, now she's sick. It's no secret you learn from an early age that you should try to avoid germs as much as possible, right? Well, Foodie never learned that lesson.
Really, Cleo? No, there's deals after hours. Teardrop, you've never tried a veggie burger?
That's right, after rooting around in dumpsters and dirty, juicy boxes, Foodie went on to McDonald's to order 2 different meals.
So help me if there is one McCrunchy thing. Beauty behind!
So mistake number 3 is not only eating with her hands, but making sure to lick her fingers and get all of those yummy germs in there. About a day later, she was back online, very sick and kind of reveling in it. She reminds me of those girls who giggle and say, "Oh my God, I'm so drunk." But in this case, she's going for the sympathy vote by being sick.
Hello. I'm pretty sick. Yeah, I'm sick. And the kind of sick where you can't taste anything. Oh. I've been taking echinacea and I know, Lauren, right? When you feel good, you're like, okay. Then when you get sick, then you realize I shouldn't have taken feeling healthy for granted.
And that brings me back around to the original thought behind this video. What Foodie needs to worry about if her cold symptoms don't get better is pneumonia. I won't go too far into it, but I will drop the link in the description box for this TED video on why pneumonia is so dangerous. In a nutshell, when your sickness travels down to your lungs and your body can't quite fight it off, then it can create things like fluid and inflammation as byproducts. This can lead to pneumonia and really bad respiratory complications. With Foodie's complex medical history, she should really be more concerned about her labored breathing.
Well, wait. I'm in my room, so I have to keep the camera off for a bit.
Now, while we all know that she does consider it exercise to walk from one room to another, her breathing continues to get worse during the live stream. Part of it may be due to the edibles, but anybody can hear that she's having issues.
Yeah, I'm so stuffed up He's great.
So what should Foodie do? At this point, I think she should go to the doctor. If her symptoms don't get better, then things could travel down to her lungs and pneumonia could be a real threat to her. She needs to be really honest with them, though, and tell them that up until recently, she was a very heavy shisha smoker. As far back as Kuwait, she was doing 2 to 3 one-hour shisha sessions daily. That, coupled with her asthma, her sleep apnea, and her uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, she's very susceptible to respiratory infections. We've all seen her untreated UTIs turn into kidney infections, so Foodie does have a history of waiting a bit too long. Now, I know her insurance hasn't kicked back in yet, but that's no reason to not seek medical treatment. At this point, before it gets too bad, there are definitely things that can be done. She might need antibiotics, she might need a nebulizer treatment. It's not straight to hospitalization. If, however, she needs something like supplemental oxygen, that could lead to time in the hospital. Bottom line, when it comes to stuff like, breathing, it's better safe than sorry.
What? No, I might just have a regular cold. You know what I mean?
Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. Is this the common cold, or do you think Foodie should be worried about pneumonia as well? If you've ever had pneumonia or experienced it firsthand with a friend or loved one, you can share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.